Salve Domini.
Not now, brother.
Can't you see? We're... What would you like?
I was talking last night with the brother Cicators. It seems you're to fetch them a cask of wine, like last time.
Well... Yes, it's true.
I'd like to help you.
Would you really do it? To get hold of the wine, we'll have to leave the monastery for a bit. I know it's forbidden, but we've no other option. If wine started going missing here, someone would notice. But to leave the monastery, we need the keys. And only the prior has those.
Wait a moment. Are you saying I'm supposed to steal the prior's keys so I can go and steal wine somewhere else?
You see why I don't want to do it myself now, do you? I don't have what it takes. I can't get those keys, but you could. Or you might be able to pick the locks.
But you've done it once before, haven't you?
Last time the prior was sick, and he left the monastery keys in the Circator's care. So they unlocked the gates for me. This time we'll have to steal the keys.
How can I get hold?
I don't know, but it might be possible to do this without them.
Do you think he'll want to take part in...
No.
If you think so.
Once you have the key or some lockpicks, come and see me and we'll make our plan.
About the...
Did you get...
Yes, I have them.
In that case, come before midnight to the cloister garden. I'll be waiting for you there, and we'll head off.
What is it, brother?
Salve. Be well.
In the morning, let them labor at whatever is necessary until about the 4th hour. And from the 4th hour until about the 6th, let them apply themselves to reading.
In the night, I overheard the Cicators in the cellar. They were talking about you.
Oh, no. So it's still not over. This isn't a life in service of God. This is purgatory.
Lucas, what's going on?
What do you think? Just like you, I saw the Cicators drinking and playing hazard as if they were in a brothel.
And let them again do what work has to be done until Vespers. Weak or sickly brethren should be assigned a task or craft of such a nature as to keep them from idleness and at the same time not to...
We should report them.
I agree.
I warned them if they didn't stop, I'd go and tell the prior. But instead of mending their ways, they vented their anger on me.
You've picked the wrong people to make enemies of, Lucas, they told me. No, I can't even count how many days and nights I've spent locked up in solitary confinement for the tiniest offenses, or for no offense at all.
To that end, we think that the times for each may be prescribed as follows.
Is there something I can do to help?
Would you?
When they come out from prime in the morning,
I think all it might take is for you to go and sit down with them. Have a talk, set things straight, then they'd leave me alone.
let them apply themselves.
I'm afraid even this path leads nowhere. They'd probably start hounding you as well.
Let them rest on their beds in perfect silence. Or if
I'm not afraid of them.
perhaps want to read, let him
Brother,
read to himself
you have the courage I
not
lack.
to
May the
disturb.
grace of God be upon you.
Let none ere be said rather early, at the middle of the 8th hour, and let them again do what.
Will you
work
tell me
must be
something
done
about
until
yourself?
vespers.
There,
I mean, where you're from, what sort of life you had.
I'm a novice, and my monastic name is Lucas.
And at the same
Nothing else
time
matters.
to overburden them or drive them away with excessive toil. Their weakness must be taken
Come on.
into consideration by the abbot. The rule of Saint Benedict. Readings on the spirit of silence.
Praise be to Christ.
I have set a guard to my mouth.
Brother Cicator, my friend.
What would you like? To be relieved from duties?
No, I'm here because of novice Lucas. I've heard there's some discord with him.
Only because that weasel wants to put an end to our nighttime fun. So we're letting him know who's in charge here.
I'd appreciate it if you treat him like a brother again.
If he isn't afraid of us, there's nothing to stop him ratting us out. But what do you care anyway?
For it is written,
Grown fond of him, have you?
speaking, you will not escape sin. And in another
He hates you because you trample all over him and he has nothing to lose. If you show him just a bit of kindness, he'll think again about taking you on. You'll see.
Fine. You've convinced me. You can tell him things have been straightened out. But he'd better be on his best behavior from now on. Beware of Lucas. He might corrupt you.
What do you mean?
everywhere with a perpetual back.
He's a sodomite, a sinner. He might try to get you into the habit, or out of it.
The rule of Saint Benedict. Readings on
I'll decide for myself who I do and don't talk to.
enemy of the soul. Therefore, the brethren should be occupied at certain times in manual labor, and again at fixed hours in sacred reading. To that
I spoke to the Cicators about how they've been treating you.
prescribed as
Really? Did you manage to convince them to leave me alone?
of October. When they come out from prime in the morning, let them labor at whatever is necessary.
But you have to promise not to tell anyone what you saw them doing.
From the 4th hour
Then they'll leave you
about
alone.
the 6th,
That's a promise I'd be glad to make. I'm forever in your debt, brother.
after the 6th
Because
hour,
now I know I can trust you. There's something I want to tell you. It's about Brother Antonius.
perhaps want to
I wouldn't like to say something that isn't true. God forbid I should cause harm by my words, but this is something I'm sure of. Novice Antonius is lying to us.
What makes you say that?
what work has to be done until
He claims he's a merchant's son from Vlachim, and that he joined the order voluntarily. The thing is, I spent a great deal of time in Vlachim. I know it like the back of my hand, and no one even remotely like Antonius has ever lived there.
Are you sure? Because this could mean that...
It's true, or Canute isn't my name. That would be my secular name, by the way, but that's not important. I know Vlachim, and I know the local merchants there, and I've never seen Antonius among them. Why would he be lying if he had nothing to hide?
Thank you for telling me. I'll look into it.
life everlasting. As soon as anything has been ordered by the superior, receive it as a divine command and cannot...
I've heard that you,
But
well, that you enjoy the company of men.
acceptable to God
Is there any truth to it?
men
What?
only if what is
How do you know that?
commanded done without
The Cicators told me.
delay,
They'll never leave me in peace.
grumbling,
Yes, You can call me a sodomite, a sinner, a monster, the spawn of Satan. But tell me this, Gregor. Can I help the way I am? I tell you, it's a test of my faith. A test so daunting you can't even imagine it.
You're right. I found it interesting, but I'm not judging you. You are the way you are. You should be true to yourself.
I'm glad you aren't like the others. Thank you for not passing judgment. I swear to God, I've never lain with another man. I've never sinned. When my father wanted me to find a wife and start a family, I told him the truth, and he had me sent here. And in a way, I was glad. My guilt had been consuming me, and I knew in the monastery I'd find peace. The Lord sees my soul, and He knows it's pure.
So much the more of the punishment for sin.
What do you desire?
I'm here to work.
Excellent. I want you to prepare 2 marigold. What would you like?
I finished my work.
Show me what you've made. Spectacular, Gregor.
What is it, brother?
I'm here to work.
Excellent.
Can you read at all? Required. Let him make no distinction of persons in the monastery.
Peace be with you, brother.
Let him not love one, unless it be one whom he finds better in good works or in obedience. And let him to the faults of offenders, but since he has the authority, let him cut out those faults by the roots as soon as they begin to appear. Peace be with you.
It's a mystery.
Ah, Gregor.
Here I am.
Just in time to manage it all. Once we're outside, we'll need to be careful and we'll need to be quick. If we're not back before sunrise, someone will realize we've gone, and there'll be hell to pay.
Where exactly are we going for the wine?
Next to the monastery is the house of the custodian, a baron who provides military protection to the monastery. We'll take the wine from him.
How do we do that once we're there? Will we need to break into the custodian's cellar?
We needn't break in anywhere. It's on the ground floor and usually unlocked. It holds supplies for the whole craftsman's yard, and every now and again, someone comes in to fetch something. The only thing we have to make sure is that nobody sees us.
What particular wine are the cicadas after?
They want some Znaimo wine. But there's no way we'll be able to tell what's what. We'll just grab a cask and head off. I doubt the custodian would have anything of poor quality in his cellar.
The brothers will complain.
They'll complain even more if they've nothing to drink at all.
I'm ready. We can head off.
All right. You have the outside keys, so get unlocking.
Hi. Who's there? What's going on there? Hi. Who's there?
What are you doing? Pretty well.
Hey, you're a fine fellow. Show us what you've been hiding. Praise be to Christ, brother.
Turnipy nose with just the slightest hint of rat droppings. Not too lardy like the last one.
I'd like...
Nice sharp elbows. It's not Olomouc, nor Znojmo either. But as John says, drinkable enough. Thank you, brothers. And now sit down and share a cup with us. What's there left?
No. Clear off. Let me sleep.
This is not a...
Talk to me, brother.
I've heard your...
And who?
I have everything we need for the escape.
Show me. No, no! What do you desire? Excellent.
What exactly is your plan? And why can't we do it at night?
We're going to prepare a little riddle they'll never solve. And why at mealtime? Because we need the dormitory as well as the church to be empty. Then at night we'll escape. Do you follow? Take everything with you and don't forget the keys.
Good. Once evening mass ends, I'll be in the dormitory.
Idleness is the enemy of the soul. Therefore, the brethren should be occupied at certain times in manual labor, and again at fixed hours in sacred reading. To that end, we think that the time...
Brother.
Come now, brother. Aren't we friends?
Couldn't you just turn a blind eye this one time?
Fine then. This time I will forgive you.
What would you like?
I'm here to work.
Excellent. Concoct 2 bucks blood. Punch. Ah.
I've
What do you...
I'm here.
Ex...
I can...
Praise be to God. For a moment there I was worried you weren't coming. Give me that blood. This is the exact spot where you pushed me off the gallery. And here's where you dragged my lifeless body. Thank you for helping me out. Now we must each go our own way.
I was glad to help. I did what I needed to do and no one got killed.
What will you do now?
Now, get the hell out of here. Steal the first horse I come across and ride until dawn, far, far away from here. I was thinking... Here, take this. Show it to those cutthroat bastards and tell them you found it on me. That should convince them. Especially when they hear about the outcry here after the fires found out we've gone.
Your lucky die?
In a manner of speaking. Hope it brings you more luck than it brought me. Thank you. Thank you for letting me live, Brother Gregor.
My name's Henry.
All right, Brother Henry. May God be with you.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Morning, sunshine. Hope we didn't wake you.
Kurva! Did you have to sneak up on me like thieves?
We are thieves. Besides, we had to make sure you weren't followed. Or trying to lead us into a trap. But enough of this chit-chat. Let's get down to business. We heard there was some trouble at the monastery. Question is, was it the right sort? Did you do that job we agreed?
Do you think I'd be sitting here if I didn't do it?
How should I know? The world's full of idiots.
It's done.
You've got proof?
He had this on him.
Aye. That says all right. What did you do with the body?
I dragged it away and buried it.
That must have been quite a job.
True, it wasn't easy, but if I'd left the corpse, they'd know for sure I was the killer. This way, they just lost a couple of novices. Or do you think it would have been better to leave the body there?
Nah. I just have to make sure you did what was needed. Not even a mouse can get into that damn monastery, so I've no choice but to trust you.
And do you trust me?
Yeah.
What now?
What now? You did your job. Welcome. We need people like you.
But what do you need people like me to do?
I'm just a crimp. All I do is recruit. Now you get to go to our camp and find out everything you need to know.
Where?
Are you seriously telling me you didn't notice the camp? Not too observant, are you? Well, there's a hill above Sasau, and on top there's an old abandoned fort. Only it's not as abandoned as it used to be. That's where the camp is. Go there and report to a fellow by the name of Eric. Tell him Kozliak sent you.
And they'll let me in just like that?
Good point. I almost forgot. At the gate, show them the special die you took off Pious. That's our sign.
That's all?
That's all. You'll learn everything you need to know at Vranik. And hurry up. I've got a feeling there's something being planned.
Sir, I have news, and I'm sorry to say it's nothing good.
After everything that's happened, you have even worse news. That's almost impressive.
I'm afraid so. It's going to happen again, and on an even bigger scale.
You're full of good cheer, aren't you? What exactly will happen?
It seems the Pribyslavitz encampment was just the start, and they're far from defeated.
How did you find out?
I found a recruiting agent who works for them, and let him recruit me.
Ah, God's holy hat. You never cease to surprise me, lad.
And what did you find out?
They have another much bigger encampment in Vranik near to Sasau.
What do those bastards want? And who the hell are they?
To hurt us? Conquer the region? I'm not sure yet, but I can find out.
How?
I'm one of them now. I have their secret sign. I know where their camp is. All I have to do is go and take a look.
That's out of the question. It's too risky.
Sire, compared to everything I went through to get this, it will be child's play. I already passed their test. They trust me.
Then we'll have to attack them before things get out of hand. Ideally, right now, when they're not expecting us. Once we catch that mangy little shit, we can ask him nicely what he wants. But then again, before we attack, it would be useful to have a spy go and scout out how many of them there are and what they're up to.
I don't want you to take any unnecessary risks.
It's much less risky than our raid on Pribyslavitz.
All right then, Hal. Go there and find out how many of them there are, and what their plans are, whatever you can. But don't stick your neck out too far.
Yes, sir.
Godspeed, lad.